Shenandoah National Park is located in Luray, Virginia. It's 199,017 acres that one can view while driving along Skyline Drive, a 105-mile long road that runs the entire length of the park. The park is accessible through 4 entrances, which include Front Royal, Thornton Gap, Swift Run Gap, and Rockfish Gap. In 1750, settlers first moved into the Blue Ridge Mountain region and built houses, established farms, and logged and mined the land. The land was slowly acquired through eminent domain and was given to the federal government with the provision that it would be made into a national park. The park was authorized in 1926 and was established December 26, 1935. In 1936, the park was dedicated by FDR. In FDR's New Deal program, the Civilian Conservation Corps was established to create jobs for young men who had lost their jobs during the Great Depression. The CCC built visitor centers that were racially segregated in Shenandoah National Park. They also built a stone wall by hand that runs the majority of Skyline Drive, serving as a guardrail. These replaced old log guardrails that had since rotted. Many of the original walls have since been rebuilt beginning in 1983. There are 75 overlooks along Skyline Drive that offer breathtaking views of the park's flora and fauna. The only tunnel on Skyline Drive is called Mary's Rock Tunnel. It's located just south of the Thornton Gap entrance and is 610 feet long. It was created to provide a variety in the driving experience along Skyline Drive. RVs may have trouble clearing it with its maximum height of 12 feet 8 inches.
Very nice. Yeah. Basically, a highway on top of the mountains. It's kind of hard to avoid on a decent day. Kind of hazy, but
Yeah.
still, it's at least. Park.
Really?
So
How does this
actually,
compare?
It won't be my favorite, but it's certainly worth the trip.
Yeah.
I've actually been to about 15.
There's a myriad of activities to do at Shenandoah National Park. Bicycling along designated biking trails or Skyline Drive is a popular activity. Horseback riding is another popular activity where park employees guide visitors throughout the park on designated horsebacking trails. Spring through fall, one can arrange for a guided tour via horseback that departs from Skyland. One is also welcome to bring their own horse to explore the 180 miles of open horseback trails that the park has to offer. Due to the park's abundant fish population, recreational fishing is a major attraction of the park. Canoeing, hiking, and camping are more examples of the recreational fun Shenandoah offers. There are 516 miles of hiking trails and 4 campgrounds, which include Matthews Arm, Big Meadows, Lewis Mountain, and Loft Mountain. There are also 3 lodging facilities for those who want to stay for a longer period of time. Shenandoah has 3 visitor centers. This is a picture of the Harry F. Byrd Visitor Center, which has restrooms and information desk where experts offer their professional input about the park's many features, a gift shop, restaurant, and the Big Meadows Lodge, which provides for a rustic dining experience for visitors. Outside of the visitor center, there are various signs informing visitors of the park's features, such as notices, precautions to be taken, a dichotomous key for plants and animals, and maps of the park. A unique feature of Shenandoah is Skyland, an area of cabins that provide visitors with a sheltered lodging experience. Families stay at the Pinnacle's cabins as they embark upon their weekend excursions. These cabins are complete with decks that offer scenic views of the park. Skyland is also home to the Skyland Amphitheater, where various junior ranger programs take place, as well as other exciting presentations. Shenandoah is home to 1,300 species of vascular plants. These species include ferns, freshwater plants such as cardinal flowers and blue flag irises, grasses, lichen, mosses, mushrooms, and other fungi, as well as wild flowers such as milkweed, azaleas, geranium, bloodroot, and purple and yellow violets, which contribute to 862 of Shenandoah's 1,300 plant species. Trees are the most abundant plant species on the Shenandoah, as it is 90% forested. On the upper slopes of the park, the majority of the trees are chestnut and red oak. On the middle slopes, the trees are predominantly maple, birch, ash, and basswood. On the lower slopes, the trees are mainly yellow poplar. 20% of the trees on Shenandoah are considered shrubs, meaning they are less than 15 to 20 feet tall. The biodiversity of Shenandoah is magnificent. There are over 50 species of mammals, including the American black bear, the white-tailed deer, the big brown bat, the gray squirrel, and other various moles and shrews. Shenandoah is home to 32 species of fish, with brook trout as the most abundant. There are 27 species of reptiles, including 18 species of snakes. Shenandoah's only endangered species, the Shenandoah salamander, is one of the 14 species of salamanders. Shenandoah is also home to a slew of birds, including the bald eagle, the peregrine falcon, cerulean warbler, the downy woodpecker, the scarlet tanager, owls, and hawks. One of the park's biggest downfalls is their abundant tick population, which affects both animals and people.
Here in May,
Set 'em over
but
here, okay?
I've been working for the Park Service for 5 years now, and that's been all over the here actually as an intern 5 years ago, and really liked it, liked the people, liked the here. Right here is particularly intriguing for a lot of people because there's the meadow out here, and there's also one of the most accessible waterfalls in the park is right nearby to here. So.
Here is Big Meadows, a recreational area known for its beautiful blue and orange sunsets. This is a small part of Dark Hollow Falls. Dark Hollow Falls is one of the 9 waterfalls on Shenandoah National Park. Through the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, many of Shenandoah's resources are being enhanced. The act provides nearly $30 million to the park to fund many projects, including the rehabilitation of up to 32 historic overlooks, as well as the painting of administrative buildings, removal of hazardous trees, and the replacing of culverts.
Actually, everybody should see one thing. I think people should see what they're hoping to see when they come to visit here, so that's different for each person.
Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes.